Hello everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock, the series where my island needs a little bit of help now and then. Because there's a few spots on the island which really just aren't that good. Like for example, this side of the trading hall. Whenever I see it, I'm just like, why? And then there's the back of my house, and when I see this, I'm just like, why? But I won't have to be asking that much longer, because today, we're gonna fix all of it. And hey, if that doesn't take long enough, I'll also do some building too. Because, gotta get the video to 10 minutes. So I guess the first thing to start with is gonna be the trading hall. Because one, it's the simplest, and two, it annoys me the most. If you don't know, my cobblestone generator used to be here. And there was lava on the top. And when a tree would grow and it got too close, the whole house would burn down and the villagers would escape, and it's not great. And it happened again, and now the thing is burnt down, and now I'm sad, and now I'm gonna fix it, because, I want to do that. So, let's get to work. Well, I hope you've all been enjoying the episodes recently. I've been working really hard to get more video in each video, and if you're enjoying them, please subscribe. I don't ask this much, but as we're getting close to 1,000, it's a big occasion. So, if you're enjoying the series, please feel free to. But I am glad this place is no longer half burnt down. Everything came together really nicely, and it was quite a lot of fun to build up the rest of it. But there's one last thing I need to do. That's a lot better. Trees help with everything. Even empty spaces, which used to have a cobblestone generator. And have an inconspicuous hole. Well, that's thing 1 done. Now it's time to move on to thing 2. The problem with this thing, which is my mansion, is that it requires significantly more wood than the little thing over there did. So this means I have to do a wood collecting time-lapse, which I actually haven't done in a good amount of time, because I've actually been collecting all the oak wood in between episodes. But hey, it means I get to do deforestation again. And if you know me, you know I love deforestation. Killing the planet is the best feeling I've ever had. This is sarcasm. Let's start the time-lapse. Well, the deforestation is complete, but you can't really tell that much anymore because they're already growing back. You see, I might like deforestation, but I always plant back afterwards, so I'm a good person even though I'm profiting off of the Earth's natural resources. Well, actually, I planted all of those, so they're my resources. Capitalism. So now I've got a bunch of wood, and I probably should be able to finish the back wall, and if not, I'll be very sad. If I can get this done, it'll just be the roof, which should be even more expensive because guess what? Stairs take a lot of wood. I love building roofs. So I'll probably need to grab some cobblestone from my cobble farm for the base. And then I'll need some spruce wood for the interior scaffolding, I guess. And then we should be good. I don't really see why I didn't do this sooner. This should be really simple. I mean, it's just building a wall. Should be fine. I mean, it is fine. You're seeing it now. It went all smoothly. And it may have gone well, but I did forget to record the time-lapse of me making that half of the building, which I did first. Thankfully, I caught it before doing that time, but I'm getting sloppy here. I'm forgetting to record time-lapses. But looking at the wall itself, it's a wall. I did not say I was gonna make it a nice wall. And now that's all left for the house is the roof, which, oh, look at this. It's the hardest part. I'm so glad I decided to do this as the episode topic. So in order for me to finish the building, in its entirety, I'm going to need to get a lot more wood. And not just one forest with the wood. One forest, a tree farm, and maybe 2 forests, maybe 2 forests. I think you get the point. I need a lot of wood, and just standing around talking about needing a lot of wood is not going to get me the wood. So let's go mine some wood. Well, once again, I've got a lot of wood. It seems like a little more than I got last time. I hope it's enough. If it's not, I'm just gonna give up on the roof and finish it next time I do an episode like this. So I have the ability to do that. I'm in control here. But, as I am in control, I might as well start, using that control to build a roof. Seems like a good idea. Wish me luck here, everyone. And if you, only see half the roof get built, don't expect the other half to be built anytime soon, because I don't have that much determination. I do have that determination to start the time lapse. I do it like that. Alright. Before you head down to the comments and criticize the ugliness of the roof, don't be mad that I made a bad roof. Be glad that I made a roof at all. But yeah, the roof doesn't look that great, but I'm probably not going to see any of this at all. And it's all mob proof, so, it's all flat, but it's all top slabs, so nothing can actually spawn here. And as I said, from the front, it looks completely normal. Can't even see a thing. So hey, island's fixed, and island's finished now. Well, no, the island's not done. Everything that was unfinished is now finished, so I can move on to new things. And surprisingly from this project, I actually ended up with extra wood, which I was not expecting. Turns out using slabs really saves resources, so maybe use that in your roof sometime soon. Granted, not in real life. Having a big flat portion which doesn't have any water drainage area, this is like a free swimming pool in real life. But I got off track again. Something new. Well, something new I can do is actually get back to work on the trading hall. You see, I may have fixed it, but it's actually not done. I started building this expansion back here and just never finished it. So, why not work on it? Well, building a third roof may have not been fun, but I was able to give myself a balcony, so it was all worth it. This is the second balcony on the entire world, and it's part of the same building as the first one. I'm just gonna call this the balcony building now. Who needs a trading hall when you have a balcony building? But yeah, I added a nice little balcony where it's quicker to jump off to get out than it is, actually go through the building and get down. That's really good interior design. But there's still some things I want to do this episode. First, before we can do anything, there's one last fix I need to make. And it's this piece of stripped wood right here. It's probably been there for such a long time that it's now like a historic piece of block on the island, but I don't care. I messed that up too. There we go. And second, I just need some more food. Like really, it's not a big deal. I just need some more carrots. Give me the carrots. Now, both of those were incredibly important. Like, I could not finish the episode without it. I would die in real life. But there's actually something cool I want to do. And guess what? It's planning. You see, everything major I've planned has actually been done. I built this whole thing, I filled everything in, and I've got all this stuff on this side. Now it's time to work on this side. What I want to do is plot out some spaces for me to build things. And I might as well use some of the stuff I have to make it, easy to see. So I'm going to be using red concrete. Now you might be thinking this is going to be really hard. I'm going to have to craft like stacks of red concrete. That's going to take so much sand, which I have an infinite amount of, and so much gravel, which I can get an infinite amount of. But it's actually really easy because thanks to the methods, which I can get both of those items infinitely, I can actually duplicate concrete powder. I just need some concrete powder first. So I've got sand, I've got red dye, and I've got gravel. One piece of gravel, but that's actually fine. You see, I have a sand duper. And if you didn't know, sand dupers can actually just duplicate any kind of falling block. Not just sand. It can do sand, red sand, gravel, and concrete powder. Now, I don't really need, any more sand or concrete powder. Oh, this is bad. Okay, we're gonna clear out the farm first. Alright, well, if I, get around all of the blazes trying to kill me, and who might actually kill me, I can place a block of gravel there, flip this on, and the gravel is now being duplicated. So I just need to wait a second for enough gravel to, actually get in the end. Then I can go grab it, and then craft concrete powder, and then put the concrete powder in the machine, and then duplicate the concrete powder. So I have to go in there, come out, then come back, and then go back in there. And this blaze is trying to murder me. I am sick of you. Alright, let's shut this off and get in the nether. I'm going to die here. Oh my gosh, why are you in here? Get out. This is the wrong dimension. So, gravel, nice. Now I head back to the overworld, craft red concrete powder, head back to the nether, then head back to the farm, which has all the stuff that wants to kill me, place the blocks, turn everything on, and don't get killed. Now we just need to sit down here, wait, and get infinite red concrete powder. It was a long process, I know. Oh my gosh, they're coming back again. This is not what I signed up for when I was duplicating red concrete powder. Well, as you can tell by my higher experience level and the vast amount of enemies behind me, it's time to head to the end and get our powder, which could be taken as us going to the end to buy drugs. Now that I think about it, I should have specified concrete powder. So how much do we got? Let's find out. Don't mind if I do. This is some good powder right here. And to think I got it all for free. I'm not even gonna grab the rest of it that was in that hopper there. I'm good here. I'm set. All I need to do now is head to the water, actually turn this into concrete, and then mark out the things and tell you what I'll be putting there. Cause I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna spoil what I'm doing so you aren't surprised. Actually, that's not what's happening. I'm just gonna tell you my plans. That's basically it. That's not even really that exciting. It just start the time lapse. Well, that was a bit of a mess. I accidentally dug through the floor a few times, so I lost a bit of dirt, but I've got infinite dirt now, so it's not a big deal. And I've got quite a lot of red concrete, so I guess we should start marking stuff out. Now, the first thing I'm going to be marking out is a bee greenhouse. It's like a greenhouse, but there's going to be beehives in it. That's about it. My friend Dean, or What the Poop Nugget, who has had a few appearances on the channel in the past, like look at Manhunt Versus or something, has been asking for a while for a bee greenhouse. So I've got to do it. I've promised I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it soon. Here's the sign. So let's mark this out. Well, that's that one done. I originally didn't count it at all, so, that would have been a pain to build, but I fixed it out, and it should work pretty nicely. There'll be a lot of room for bees. Yep. Now let's move on to the next thing. I want to be able to build some more farms, like I have over here, on this area. In fact, I was originally thinking of making my bamboo farm here, which I will actually make automated at some point, because someone told me that it's really good fuel. Granted, if I went over there with my sword in like a minute, I'd get enough fuel for like 17 episodes. That thing is massive. But I do want to, get the footprint out for a few of these buildings so I can actually, know where to build them in the future. So once again, let's do this. Alright, so that's done and everything's lit up. Now it's time to move on to the final thing I want to plan. Something here. In fact, I'm not even going to put concrete here. There will just be something. I have no idea what though. This is the ugly side of the building, so hopefully something big that will cover it all up. That'd be a good idea. But I think that's about it for this episode. Thanks for watching me plan the future episodes of Skyblock for a bit. I just realized I promised to do like 3 more projects, and I've got a bunch of excess red concrete I probably won't use for anything else. So that was a good way to spend my time. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time for episode 65. I don't even have a funny outro this time. Video's just over.